What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Devron, y'all. Welcome to my channel. For all the newbies on this channel, my name is Devron, and I hope that y'all like my videos, subscribe to this channel, share my videos, do all these good things, man. And I hope that y'all like I Love Burrito shirt. Y'all like my shirt, man. So today's video is gonna be about manifestation, man. I know a lot of people have gone through 2019, making all these plans that they say they were gonna do, all these things that people say they were gonna do, and comes 2020 and everybody is like crickets, not knowing what to do or not able to accomplish what they say they were gonna do. So today I'm gonna talk about the 5 principles of manifesting anything that you desire. Well, let me not say anything, let me just say what you desire, because we know there are some things that you desire that you're not able to obtain or get. It's just how life is. But these principles are basically how to manifest your desires. But make sure that your desires are measurable. Make sure that it's controllable. At the same time, you want to be able to measure it. You can't wake up the next day and next thing you know, you're the freaking president of the US. Some things are just not measurable. So you want to make sure that what your desire is measurable. It's something that can be obtained. It's something that can be done, as long as you're following the principles. Alright guys, so let's get to the video. What is manifestation? So basically, manifestation is being able to bring anything that you want, anything that you desire, using the law of attraction. And I'm not here to explain to y'all how that works. Do your research on what that means by the law of attraction. Anything that you bring out, you'll receive that back. So if you're a good person and you do good things, just expect good to be on your side. Not saying that you're not gonna have anything bad, but you're gonna receive abundance, luck, all the good things on your side that's gonna be on your favor, by using the law of attraction. And in simple terms, you want, when you manifest something, you basically believe that something that's impossible becomes possible. And you do these by these 5 principles, guys. The number 1 principle is to clear the blocks of disbelief. What does this mean, clearing the blocks of disbelief? A lot of people, like for me, I'm gonna use myself for example. So, sometimes when you want certain things and, in your mind, you're telling yourself that you cannot get that. You're telling yourself that, hey, I can't get that, that's not for me. This is not me, that's not, like you put all these blocks of disbelief in your mind, and your mind is so cluttered with a lot of just I can't, I want. Instead of putting the blocks of belief, you want to clear your mind with nothing but positive energy. And a lot of times, for me, I do that by praying. A lot of people also do it by praying. A lot of people do they do meditations, and these are ways that you can release all the negative energy out your system and just invite all positive energy. So that way you're able to have a clear mindset, an open mind, and the mind that's not always saying I want, I can't, but you have the mindset that knows that you can, that believes that you're able to do something, instead of not believing that stuff. So clear your mind if you still have that cluttered mind that's always saying I can't, I want, and that's something that I had to learn as a child. That when you say you can't, you really will not be able to do it. But when you say that you can, you're gonna be able to do it. It's that simple. That is a principle of life that everyone should be able to follow. Number 2 is to get clear in what it is that you want. So a lot of times when we're trying to manifest the things that we want, when we are praying or when we are meditating, we tend to not know what it is that we want, or we tend to have a lot of vague ideas, and we're not clear in the idea on what it is that we want. So you want to get clear first with yourself. You want to make sure that in your mind, in your thoughts, that you're able to acknowledge what it is that you completely want. And like I said, anything that you want to make sure that is measurable. Don't just wake up thinking that, okay, I want this, and that's something that's not measurable at all. You want to start somewhere, and then you increase. The more you go, the more you manifest. So, just be clear about what it is that you want. If what you want is abundance, what you want is, let's say happiness, or for instance, what you want is good health, you want to make sure that that's what you want. You want to make sure it's clear, it's measurable, because there's a lot of people actually that don't actually have good health. So, they always, I don't know, like either eating dirty or just not feeling the season sometimes for them. But it's also a lot of people that have really good health, But the people that don't have good health, they always wish that they could actually have good health. So when they manifest, when they pray, when they meditate, and when they really work, when they diet, and it's just stuff like that, they're clear on what they want, which is good health. And therefore, because it's obtainable and it's measurable, next thing you know, as they work their way around that good health, they actually now attract that good health, and next thing you know, they're healthy. So you want to make sure that you know exactly what it is that you want. And a lot of people, it could be wealth, it could be health, anything. But as long as it's measurable and as long as you know that it's obtainable, then you're going to be able to have a clear understanding, a clear path, a clear knowledge on what it is that you want. Guys, so number 3 is think it, feel it, and believe it. I'm going to tell y'all what, that is powerful. These 3 words that you say are very, very powerful. You want to make sure that you think it. You want to make sure that you actually feel it, and you want to believe it. You have to think it, because if it's not in your mind, how are you going to be able to accomplish that? If it's not in your mind, how are you going to be able to receive that? It has to be in your mind. In your mind, you have to feel it already, because when you think about it, you have to physically, touch it. You have to physically, really not physically touch it with your hand, but you have to picture you touching what it is that you want. Let's say if it's a car, for instance, you have to physically picture that in your mind that that's what I want, that's the kind that I want, that's the color that I want. You have to, because your imagination is much more powerful as long as you're using it right. But if you're thinking right and you're feeling that in your thoughts, and then you have to believe that, because by the time that you believe, remember, belief is powerful. Like once you believe something, you're gonna see how it's gonna come into reality once you believe it. That's why it's important to believe. But before you believe, you want to think about that first. You want to meditate on it. You want to pray on it. You want to feel it. You want to have a visual understanding. You want to have a visual touch. In your thoughts, the more you think about that, I'm not saying that you have to be really possessive over that. Because when you become over possessive of certain things, you tend to actually whip those things away. But when you have a clear understanding, when you think right about that thing that you want, you're going to start feeling that. You're going to start you're going to get this vibration, this energy that is there for you, that is on the way. So therefore, you got to believe it. It's step number 3 now. The 4th step is that you want to be calm and patient, but without anxiety. Because what a lot of people tend to do is that when they manifest on certain things, they become very impatient. It's like they're timing when it's gonna happen. That's a big mistake that a lot of people do when it comes to manifesting, is that you're timing when that thing is gonna happen. Now, it's important to have smart goals by having a time frame on when you want to achieve those goals. But when it comes to manifesting, there's no time frame on this. You just have to believe that it's gonna happen, that it's gonna be there. You might not know when, because it can happen sooner and it can happen later. But the moment that you start timing it, is going to throw you off guard, because if it doesn't come on the time that you expect it to come, then what's going to happen is that you're going to be disappointed. You're going to disbelieve. You're going to have that anxiety attack now, like, what's going on, is not here. I'm all upset, so you want to be calm. You want to be patient, and without anxiety. You want to make sure that, that you already know that it's gonna happen. You want to make sure that you already believe that it's gonna happen. So therefore, you sit back, relax, drink a Coca-Cola, some chips or soda, whatever you want. Sit back, man, enjoy life. So that is the 4th step, man. Stay calm, do not panic, let it happen, because you can't control that. The time frame of that happening is not in your hands. It's not in your power. The only thing in your power is your imagination, of you to think what it is that you want, feel what it is that you want, and actually believe in what it is that you want. That is your power, but the timing is not yours. The timing, of course, is going to be on step number 5. And step number 5 is, that God Almighty, or, for those of you guys who are, meditating or do certain, yogas, whatever, you guys believe that universe, that's how a lot of people put it for them, that, it's on your side. For me, like I said, I believe that when I'm manifesting, when I'm praying, I'm really meditating, I believe that God is on my side after I pass step number 4. He's on my side, and like I said, for some of you guys, or a lot of you guys believe that it is the universe, that offer you guys all these great, amazing things. But, not here to judge anybody. Everyone have their own version on, what it is that's on their side. And for me, it's God. So, you have to believe that he's on your side because you've already done step number 1, you've done step number 2, you've done step number 3, you've done step number 4, and then step number 5, you just have to believe, you have to trust, you have to kind of like, put a check on all the 4 steps and just relax and let it happen. It's gonna happen. And you know it's gonna happen, because what's gonna happen now is that you're gonna replace all your disbelief, with the fact that you know that it's gonna happen. Because when you don't know that something is gonna happen, you still tend to kind of like disbelieve. You don't believe it yet because you don't know. When you don't know something, is scary. You know what I'm saying? And that's where your disbelief come in. And, like when you don't know something, it's like, I don't know when it's gonna happen. Like, is it gonna happen? Is it not gonna happen? Like, you start to question a lot. You start to have, like panic attacks sometimes. Anxiety start to kick in even worse because you don't know. But when you completely know that it's gonna happen, it's more, you become more confident. And what happens to your disbelief and your fear is that it starts to melt away. It goes away, and then you replace fear and disbelief with knowing. Now you know that it's gonna happen, and then it becomes more powerful. All right, so that is it that I have for you guys. I have all the 5 principles, when it comes to manifesting, and of course, anything or all the desires that you have. Those are the 5 steps that I use, that I know a lot of people as well use. And yeah, so if you guys have any questions, or if you guys really enjoyed this video, you already know what to do, man. Yeah, I told y'all to smash the like button. I told y'all to subscribe to this channel. I told y'all to freaking share this video, and I hope that y'all have been doing it, because if y'all haven't been doing it, I might break one of y'all screen right now, man, because y'all about to make me mad right now. But anyway, man, make sure that y'all follow me on Instagram if you guys have Instagram. If not, that's cool, man. Just stay on this channel with me. But it is __Deron_. And yeah, guys, if you guys have any questions, make sure to DM me, or put down all your questions down below. You guys know where it's at. I appreciate y'all for staying tuned, for listening to me, and really spending time with me. It's your boy Deron, and I'm out.